Y'all, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our jam of the week.
Such a sick band, dude.
Fuck yes.
They're such a sick band.
Is this Oyster Cult?
This is
Yes,
Blue
sir.
Oyster Cult, baby. And I wanted to shout out my friend Dr. Rock, and specifically his dad, Stu. When we were in high school, we were hanging out over at his place, listening to music on his computer, and back when you did such a thing, and I happened to notice there was a file that just said kick-ass tunes, and that was Stu's fucking playlist, and this was right at the goddamn time.
yeah.
So
They're one of those bands that has like a foot in like respectable-ish kind of, and then but like more than a foot and a half in like dad butt rock.
dude, and they are kind of the proto Van Halen in that way.
Yeah,
they are
yeah,
cheesy as shit, but very well respected.
Yeah, because they can play their fucking ass off.
I will say that Don't Fear the Reaper did not prepare me for what they actually sound like.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Like, I heard that song and I was like, oh man, I'm listening to this goth-ass classic rock.
Right,
And
yeah,
everything
yeah.
else is just like cracking open a tall boy and be like, mama doo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Space wizards in flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some weird shit like that.
It's just making ribs music, and then like, then Don't Fear the Reaper comes on and is like, this is what we play when we think about what boys we lost in the war.
Dude, that is some making ribs
Making
music.
ribs music.
That is outstanding.
That's fucking great. Well, yeah, this is, of course, Burnin' For You by Blue Öyster Cult. This is off of the 1981 classic Fire of Unknown Origin. This song, there's three videos. There's the video, the music video. There's a one that a fan put up before Vivo became a thing. That is the most views, and then there's the official studio recording. So between those three, 62.6 million views, 16,681 comments, and I read every goddamn last one of them. So now
They all mention rib music.
I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what, I guarantee you this. Sometimes we get some that are like meth songs.
Yes.
Sometimes we get people who are like, man, I love getting high, but this is a drunk song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
well, it's a drunk song, but don't sleep on the fact that he does at some point mention, I'm living for giving the devil his due. So there's some melted Satan comments on
Right, so there's some real dirt weed comments on
Oh
that.
yeah,
behind that
absolutely.
one.
So first up, Brian 3940 from 7 years ago. This is that shit you listen to when you're out in front of your ex-girlfriend's house, just leaning on your coop.
That's so scary.
This is my stalking music,
Please take me back.
baby.
Chrissy!
That's so great.
I'm burning for you, Chrissy!
Chrissy.
Oh man, I want just bunches of remakes of Say Anything, but with different musical demographics.
Oh yes, someone.
to like Duhast.
Yeah. There's a guy just like holding up a boombox playing Slob on My Knob.
Jerry Hoke 4 years ago. To my current wife, I'm burning for you. It's like, Jerry, you can just say wife.
Yeah.
Current implies there is an end coming.
I feel like that's at like a high school. And to my current wife,
yeah.
burning for you.
That's a guy who wants you to know he got laid before.
We do have sex.
I am currently burning for you. Billy Hahn 7 years ago, and this is an occupation that I didn't know existed, but thrilled to learn more. Billy Hahn 7 years ago, 1981. This is the best time of my life. Helicopter logging.
I've seen that on TV.
Yeah, dude, I was like watching YouTube videos. I was like, this is incredible. But it looks like a pretty precise kind of
It's
occupation.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous, which is why this next part is shocking. He says, best time of my life. Helicopter logging. Budweiser, all the best drugs, a different town, a different girlfriend every couple of months, B.O.C. on the 8-track. Damn.
Damn, Billy.
You know, I'm all for doing drugs at your job, but if you're helicopter logging, hey.
It's probably like oil rig, where the job is so hard that after work you're just like, I just need to relax with some crystal meth.
I need some meth and some peyote now.
That's what pisses me off about Elon. He hasn't worked hard for that ketamine.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Yeah.
And back then they didn't have crystal; they were just smoking regular speed, which you can chill on. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
you can go
interesting.
to sleep easy.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Eddie Cashin 6 months ago. What a time to be alive. Brooklyn. Them girls were those freaks. Right. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Wow, dude.
Shout out
baby.
to BK.
That's
Shout out.
incredible.
D Fins 3 months ago. My FM
Is
class.
the guy from Falling Down?
Yeah.
This is Michael Douglas.
D Fins 3 months ago. My FM classic rock stations always play this when I'm in the bathroom. I'll change it up to I'm dropping a deuce. Or I'll make it gay and go with I'm banging some dudes.
All right.
It rhymes with Jews too, but I don't go there. It's like,
You
oh
did?
my God.
Did I go to high school with this guy?
Hey, Sam, check it out. I'm burning.
I will say that's not my chosen version of the song.
Wait, what's going on Beverly Boulevard? Usually from 8 months ago, me dumbass friend died.
Oh. Wait, is this guy like Irish?
I don't know. He's like,
me dumbass friend died.
Dumbass friend chased the pot of gold to the end of the rainbow. Nothing there. He fell off a cliff.
Well, usually.
Me dumbass friend died. We listened to the songs, seen them in concert. So now, what more is there to say?
That is an Irish
I feel like it's an
guy.
Irish guy.
Brother.
That does feel like a limerick.
Yeah. No,
Like,
there
if
is.
you read it in an accent, it's got like a limerick.
We
to you.
listened to the songs.
Yeah.
Seen them in concert.
Seen them in
so
concert.
Now with more. So now what more is there is to say?
There's nothing more to say about, the
Oh my
God
God.
bless the dearly departed.
Did anyone announce a divorce?
Yeah. Seems pretty.
Dale Sheldon 6 months ago. I miss my original love, Neola Jeffries. Me a Satanist. Why is everyone doing this?
Why is everyone Irish?
Why is everyone Irish? Me
feel
a
like-
Satanist.
I feel like these are AI comments, and the AI just doesn't know how to not be satanic.
I think AI is unfortunately a better writer than almost 99% of YouTube commenters.
But it's an AI trying to be a guy who has emotional feelings about Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hard to like translate that shit.
Me Satanist with dark thoughts.
Timothy Golden's got some ideas. 8 months ago, 160 million, or sorry, that should be 8 years ago. 160 million people voted in 2020 for buffoons. Trump's GPA at Wharton, C.
Wait, this was.
Oh, this is 8 months. I'm sorry, I got confused.
I was gonna say
'cause
8 years ago.
He put it in 2020. From 8 months ago, 160 million people voted in 2020 for buffoons. Trump's GPA at Wharton, C. Biden's GPA at Delaware, C. How about we make a 28th Amendment law in 2024? Extreme vetting for all candidates. Must have a GPA of A. C students need not apply. IQ of 130, polygraph, ethics, money management, psychological.
Classic high school valedictorian
I was
behavior.
going to say, I think the most psychotic people I know were just like straight. If you're straight A's, if you're A's across subjects that interest you, that's normal.
Sure.
Yeah, if you weren't struggling in one class, you got a sick mind. You shouldn't be anywhere near the levers of power. In fact, nobody should be anywhere near the levers of power. But
I
don't
should.
know.
I'm president next.
Absolutely.
I think
John
Kanye
Michael.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give him 6 weeks. See how it goes. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a couple more here. Patrick Doyle, 9 years ago. Shit, the devil's scared of me, and God wants nothing to do with me. So there's no hope for you. I'm going to get you fucks.
Incredible.
This guy
There's
rules.
a
This
guy-
guy's about to go on a murder spree.
Well, there's a guy outside my apartment earlier yelling, "Do you know how much Galileo has stolen from me?" So this could be the same guy.
Oh, no. You hate to see Galileo fall. you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hack, apparently.
Yeah, you hate to hear that he stole everything he knew
Young
thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago.
You don't understand the gravity of this situation.
No.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
Young King, 8 years ago. This is for my family, not you. Fuck you. And you, and you, and you, and you.
I'm glad it's not for me. It's
not for me.
Sorry
It's
about your family, young king.
Specifically.
Yeah, damn, young king.
Imagine the tragedy of that home life where he's like, this is the only place we can talk.
He didn't even have a "you're cool" in there.
Yeah.
It was fuck them all.
Yeah. This is Ronnie C. 6 years ago. Rock will always be. Even the government can't stop it. The government is more worried about screwing the poor and lining their pockets even more. Fuck the government. Long live rock and roll. And I got to say, damn right, Ronnie. Fuck yeah.
Hard agree.
I really wish this was the reality where the government coming after rock and roll was the biggest issue we face with the government.
Again, this was 6 years ago, so.
That's true. And rock it was perilous at that time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is Rose Kitty, Gray Kitty, Jack Kit from 11 years ago.
No one. You don't have to add numbers at the end of that name.
Yeah, yeah.
Very unique username.
I'm going to kick Arnie Limp Dick's ass yet again. Even kitty cats have to use the post office. I just went to the post office around June to send Charlie Mills Manson some packages for spiritual Christmas.
Oh no.
No.
I like that this is like a stamps.com ad and a crazy person's podcast. I had handmade some goddess pictures and some other little items inside. The price was in excess of $40. And when I expressed my dismay to the moron working the counter, he asked me if there were books inside, as books are fly at a much lower rate. Since there was at least one book, I told him that was the content, and the cost was only $7. To make a long story short, morons with mail is not a very good thing. I was like, you just learned about media mail, but made it a complaint.
I'm burning for you.
You really upset.
You learned about lying and you're pissed about it. You should be thrilled. I'm glad I know that now.
I should have read this in the Mark Maron voice. Like, folks, you hate going to the post office.
Even kitty cats have to go to the post office.
When you're sitting mail to Charles Manson, use stamps.com.
I think it goes back to my father.
Pow! I literally shit my pants because they don't let you use the bathroom at 7-Eleven.
Is he still literally shitting his pants?
Oh, I think so.
He's on those
I
cups. Yeah.
haven't heard it in years.
It's been a while since I heard it.
And finally, my coffee, my day.
Nice.
6 years ago. Gave Kevin all my money for years. He's a covert, gaslighting, narcissistic, fake homophobic. I was like, fake homophobic?
He's not in it for the real shit.
He's not really down for the cause. He just pretends.
He doesn't mean it when he uses slurs.
Fake homophobic, cheating gambler, and I do not understand gambling. I bought several years of my personal banking records to my divorce. Naive me thought he'd help raise the children finally, especially if I didn't take child support. Money ate his soul long ago. My boy is now digging literal holes and being literally instructed by his psychotic father not to fill them in. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Incredible.
My son, Shia LaBeouf, in the film Holes.
Shia LaBeouf.
Why? Especially with it being on public property. It's like, oh, but I don't know what's happening here in this woman's mind, but it is very funny to imagine a kid just digging holes. Like, hey, quit it. I was told repeatedly that I cannot correct my children's questionable behavior while the children aren't under my time. Loser makes society raise kids because that's how he was raised. And in his mind, he doesn't do crack. And that makes him a stellar citizen.
In my mind, I don't.
Malice lives deep within his troubled past. That entire neighborhood he lives in is quite troubling. There's even a local Wiccan who's tried to kidnap neighborhood kids.
Malice deep within his troubled past sounds like a Metallica lyric.
Oh, yeah.
Malice deep within his troubled past.
Also, if there's not a band called Local Wiccan, that's a fucking killer band name. Oi. Well, that is... Oh, hell fucking yeah. That's Blue Öyster Cult B.O.C, baby, with our jam of the week.